want to thank you for being here. And I should not come as any surprise to anybody here that for the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee, the top priority is completing the Surface Transportation Authorization Bill. We are in the throes of putting that together right now, and as a Democrat and the head Democrat on the committee, we stand ready to support support a strong bill and be strong partners in delivering a bipartisan infrastructure bill. Working with my partner in this, Sam Graves, the Republican chair of the committee. Sam and I came in together to Congress in 2000. We've served on the same committees for these many years, 25 plus years now together, and we've been able to work together on a variety of issues. We try to get things done in a bipartisan way. In the end, try to be bipartisan. During the process, sometimes you take votes on amendments and let the chips fall where they may, but we do something really unusual in Congress, in our committee. We take a vote on an amendment and then we move on. That doesn't happen a lot in other committees. So I'd like to as well say our committee, if you want to be on TV in the District of Columbia, there are committees for that. If you want to be on TV in your district, we're the committee for that. Trying to help members deliver to their districts, and infrastructure is a great way to deliver. I certainly don't need to remind you that why enacting a robust bill on time matters. Consistent investment brings certainty, it brings industry stability, and of course, it keeps women and men working, building and repairing the infrastructure that all of us use to improve our quality of life. The current surface transportation bill enacted through the bipartisan infrastructure law has spurred over 113,000 projects across every congressional district in the country. The BIL created 700,000 jobs, new jobs in construction, in engineering, in transit, in trucking, for Amtrak, and helped grow the economy in communities across the country. So as the top Democrat on this committee, you can understand why my top priority is to build on this progress. The committee is negotiating a bill to improve safe travel on roads, bridges, transit, and on rail. The bill development is driven by members, by advancing members' priorities. The committee received over 11,000 separate requests from members of Congress, members of the House, and from stakeholders for this authorization. So imagine going through those 11,000 policy requests and project requests and trying to craft a bill that is something more than just the sum of its parts, but is actually a whole bill that deals with issues. And so some of the specific priorities that I have include investing robustly by providing at least current funding levels for all surface transportation modes and maintaining the current split in the Highway Trust Fund investments and providing guaranteed funding for rail. We've seen a huge increase in Amtrak travel across the country over the last several years, including in the Pacific Northwest. Last year as well reopened the line along the Gulf Coast from New Orleans to Mobile, Alabama, and it's proved to be wildly popular down there as well. Another priority, of course, is safety and to save lives through accountability measures and highway investments and strong rail safety reforms. We need to help solve local transportation challenges by maintaining direct access to federal transportation dollars and control over project selection for local communities and tribes. And we need to focus on people by protecting transportation jobs, investing in job training, defending worker safety gains, and maintaining access to transportation contracts for minority and women-owned small businesses. We're also evaluating and balancing a lot of stakeholder requests in all of this. AASHTO's ask has been loud and clear. States deliver projects quickly and efficiently, and therefore Congress should distribute funding through formula. Local officials are equally vocal and clear. Many communities are accessing infrastructure dollars for the first time, empowering them to advance safety projects and mobility improvements that haven't been prioritized at state levels. So they want the access to those benefits to continue as well. Passenger and freight railroads also want continued investment. Passenger rail is expanding service, improving accessibility after receiving long-term funding for the first time. And funding certainty is no less important to these rail projects than to highway or transit projects. But we have some challenges ahead of us. Solving our infrastructure challenges will require the administration to identify and spend the money that Congress makes available. Since we gathered last year executive orders, guidance, and an unwillingness to fund statutory programs by the administration did sow chaos and did cause project delays and did increase costs. Democrats on the committee are going to continue to oppose funding restrictions that the DOT imposed or rollbacks to congressionally approved eligibilities. I mean, our view is if Congress passes the law and there's money put into that law, and the president signs it, then the administration needs to do what administrations are supposed to do. It's in the name, administer. And so, and that's a bipartisan view of Congress, by the way. States, counties, cities, transit agencies, tribes, all have to retain the ability to use these federal dollars for cleaner transportation solutions, resilient infrastructure, transportation alternatives, and improving community access. And holding transportation funds hostage over unrelated policies, not related to transportation, doesn't help Congress as a whole advance shared infrastructure goals. So I stay in touch, regular touch with Secretary Duffy. I've urged him to lean into bipartisan support for transportation and infrastructure investment that Congress puts forth. I reminded him as well that governors, mayors, county commissioners, city council members, state legislators all count on flexibility and predictability of infrastructure dollars. And state DOTs that you all represent are an invaluable resource and have a great story to tell about putting federal dollars to work. You have a unique perspective on what is at stake if Congress doesn't pass a reauthorization bill or if the administration freezes funding or tries to stop work on projects. So I urge each of you, if you haven't been on Capitol Hill yet, be sure you're talking to your elected representatives. And if you didn't see them here, see them at home. Talk to them about the projects that are underway. Show them the piece of the project that their dollar that they approved is making happen, so that you can create more champions for what we're trying to do here. Show them the ongoing transportation needs that you have in your states, and then show them why the surface reauthorization is so critical to meeting those needs successfully. So look forward to working with you to keep America moving.